we have to talk about AVANTIS today because currently AVANTIS is down over 2% in the last 24 hours, 9% in the last 7 days, 24% in the last 14 days, and 43% in the last month. So we have 20 million in volume, 73 million market cap. Currently, we're priced at 28 cents. And I mentioned this so many times. I mentioned this in October, September, that we were going to reach 28 cents. And now here we are, we have reached 28 cents. So we're going to talk about this. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, but let's get straight into it. All right. So we had this falling wedge right here. Falling wedges, they're supposed to be bullish signals, as you know, bullish signals, falling wedge, but it ended up going down and breaking down because Avantis is just on a super bear cycle right now. Just a super bear cycle. It hasn't quite hit 0.2780. That's the actual support. And if you're wondering how I got that actual support, when you come in and zoom in all the way over here, that's where that support actually touches, right? You see the little wicks on the candlesticks, they go a little bit below it. That doesn't really matter. I'm just worried about where the actual candlestick is touching, and that's at 0.2780. So that's why I placed that there. And you'll probably notice that we won't we will bounce straight off of that level. It's looking like there's a little bit of support here, but I think it's going to come down a little further. So you'll probably see 0.2780 coming pretty soon. This is actually a really good area. I don't want to say buy zone because I don't want to make people think like I'm telling them to buy. Like for me, if I were to buy Avantis, this is a good zone. But right now, I'm not really worried about the buy zone at Avantis. I'm worried about Avantis and their legitimacy towards the people, right? Because a lot of people are showing them a lot of hate because it's built by Indians, and a lot of people are just hating on them for that. So that's what I'm watching out for. I don't want the project to be destroyed because the people are pretty much doing FUD, right? They're putting FUD out there because the developers are Indian. So that's why I'm kind of like taking a step back. I'm waiting to see how they keep going, how they keep pushing, to see if they can prevail from this. But yeah, that's what's going on with them. And yeah, you'll just see it all throughout social media. But let's go over what some people are saying about Avantis, right? Someone's making a bet on Avantis not because hype and fundamentals, so I guess they predict that it'll go up. This person is saying the price is in his buy zone. This person, I don't think people are bullish enough with the investors behind Avantis. That's one of the people saying what I was mentioning earlier. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty interesting to see what people are all saying about it. But yeah, I think Avantis is underrated in my personal opinion. I think it's underrated. It's definitely oversold right now. This is definitely a zone that I would look at as a buy zone if I were buying personally, right? And I'm not a financial advisor, and none of this is financial advice. But if I was buying personally, I'd be looking at this zone. The blue line is the %R trend exhaustion, and this is what really has me worried about Avantis. The %R trend exhaustion on the 4-hour chart for Avantis has never been in an overbought area ever. It's never been overbought since launching on the 4-hour chart. So they launched, they had a little bit of a pump, but it was never really overbought, and it just kind of dumped because they launched right as the market was crashing. So they never really had the chance to blow up. I guess I could say that, blow up. Well, I guess it was overbought actually, the short-term trend when it first launched, but since then it has not been overbought since then. And then on the 2-hour chart here, very, very, very not very often does it actually get up there. It only got up there twice, well, 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And it's at a very oversold area. So I think that this is not a bad area to pick it up at. But again, I'm being careful with what I say because I don't want people to go buying it because I say that I like these prices. Like, I like the prices for this right now. Like, these are good prices in my eyes, but I'm not doing it personally myself because I'm doing other trades, but I like the price. How much lower can it go? At this point, we don't know because there's no other supports other than the complete bottom, which is 20 cents. So if I had to make a guess, if we're going to continue down 20 cents, but do I see AVANTIS just completely dumping the 20 cents right now? No, I don't see that happening. Now, if we see this double bottom in Bitcoin on Bitcoin here, if it does a double bottom and comes all the way down here to 81/80K, then what I think that we would see with AVANTIS, and that is what I think is about to happen to Bitcoin. But I think with AVANTIS, what would happen if Bitcoin goes all the way down to 80K from where it's at now, 89, then we could see AVANTIS probably dropping a little bit below this 0.278 area. And it'll probably come down here to the 27 cent range, maybe down to one of the other candlesticks back here, which this one right here was at 25 cents pretty much. So 25 cents could be another area. But yeah, anywhere from now down to 20 cents, it looks like a good buy on AVANTIS. Now, you could easily plan this out, so then you can get a certain percentage just by taking this percentage range here on TradingView and bringing it up to the different supports. Like we have support at 32 cents, well, resistance. So the next area for AVANTIS to get rejected if it goes up would be at 32 cents. So let's say if we do pull back some more and we come all the way down here to exactly 0.2780, now we're looking at 15 cents, or not 15 cents, 15%. If we go all the way down to 0.2780 and then we go up to 0.32. And yeah, I think that would actually be a pretty decent buy. Like that would be pretty decent. Let's say you had like what, $5,000. Like let's see how much you would be able to make off that. If you have 5,000 multiplied by, let's do 1.15 because 15%, you would make $750. Okay, that's not that much. That's not that much actually, but still, you would make something. You would make something. Okay, 15% is still decent. So yeah. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. At this point with AVANTIS, you just gotta buy and hold. Like this thing is like all the way down, and you just can't put too much in it. Only what you're willing to risk. Only put in what you're willing to lose. If you only have $1,000 to your name, maybe put $50 in it. If you only have 10,000 to your name, maybe put 500. Like you don't want to do too much because it's a brand new coin. It's a brand new coin, and with all these brand new projects, you just got to treat them, like they are. You got to treat them like they are, which is brand new projects that you don't know much about. Just let them perform, see what it does, and then call it a day from there. But yeah, I do think that there could be a bounce from here upwards. How high? I don't know. But we could easily have a pullback if Bitcoin breaks this rising wedge. If Bitcoin breaks down from this rising wedge, we could easily have a dump from here. But yeah, this is all I got for you guys today, though. Hit that like button and subscribe, all that good stuff. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. And as always, I'll be back with another video.